Today, from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, this is Madden Football on EA Sports. We'll see Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on Drew Lock and the Denver Broncos.
On a beautiful late summer afternoon for football, we welcome you to Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Denver Broncos. Tees it up and boots it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Here comes the Bronco offense with Drew Lock from Missouri in charge.
What a roller coaster for Drew Lock from the NFL draft until the end of his rookie season, because on draft night he thought he might go in the first round, ended up going in the second, and then didn't get to start with the Broncos until the end of his rookie year. But the Broncos did go 4-1 in those games, and he played very well, working on his agility and his pocket presence in the offseason. And I love how the Broncos upgraded around him in order to give him more weapons.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 4. Lock on the give. It's Lindsay. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I know people see Phillip Lindsay's role in Denver changing a bit with the arrival of Melvin Gordon, but I think Gordon's going to be more of an enhancement for Lindsay. Maybe he won't carry it as often, but now he'll be much more effective as a two-headed monster in the backfield. Both of them can run it inside, get to the perimeter, and catch the ball at the backfield and move the sticks.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Lock working out of the gun. He'll get this one to Patrick. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Faking the give to Lindsay. Here's Lock. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 30. 27 yards there, a first down.
Broncos.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver, and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Now a handoff for Lindsay. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Phillip Lindsay, the ball carrier. He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Locke. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9.
I know a lot of Denver fans are really excited about the possibilities for Courtland Sutton now that Drew Lock is entrenched as their starting quarterback. Remember, last season, the last 5 games with Lock as the guy in charge, the team went 4-1. I think they'll only get better and better. As for the season, Courtland Sutton had 1,112 yards and 6 touchdowns with 3 different quarterbacks. Just put the ball in his vicinity, and he'll make a play.
He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence. It allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I go right at him with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down.
From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal. Shotgun snap to Locke. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Second and 2. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
The goal line.
Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
So on 3rd and goal, Gordon, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, that's a solid opening drive, and nothing fancy there at the end, just pounded in.
That felt like old school football, didn't it? All right, down at the goal line, and not only were they able to punch it in, as you just emphasized, they did it against a goal line defense that's stacked to stop the run. So if you're on that offensive side of the ball, you feel great about yourself right now. You're actually able to dominate a group that expected you to run the ball and still punched it in.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run coming from Melvin Gordon. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Steeler offense set to go to work, and once again at the helm, their longtime starter, that's Ben Roethlisberger.
And for Ben Roethlisberger, there are a lot of question marks coming into this year because he missed nearly all of 2019 with an elbow injury. And if he were younger, maybe not as many questions. But he turned 38 back in March, and now the Pittsburgh Steelers expect to see the old Ben Roethlisberger, who's thrown for over 56,000 yards in his career, leading their team.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
He was brought down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Intercepted by the Broncos.
He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially to skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
The ball carrier.
Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And they'll run the end around here with Judy. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
29-yard line. It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Denver.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Bud Dupree in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Locke to throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Locke. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good. And that will make it 10-0 here in the first.
Steelers, nothing.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
Getting set to go again, Ben Roethlisberger marches onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. 7 yards there and a 1st down. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. Here's Roethlisberger. He finds his man Johnson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Complete to D.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll be down close to the 1st down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 35. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster.
Complete to
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it worked works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Complete. It's Johnson. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
The Steelers were last in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage a season ago, down around 35%. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce-back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. That time a 9-play drive. And it's capped off by the touchdown from Juju Smith-Schuster. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. To return it, here's Deontay Spencer. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Spencer on the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10.
The Broncos and Cortland Sutton heading back out there. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. He'll throw from the gun. That's going to be caught by Judy. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory. And that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They'll try the draw. Lindsey. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
Bronco ball carrier.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun. Block. Open man. He completes it to Judy. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain.
Nice catch there by the rookie out of Alabama, Jerry Judy. And I am fired up to see the chemistry develop between he and Drew Lock, their quarterback. And in addition, Cortland Sutton, their Pro Bowl wide receiver from last year. This might be the best pair of receivers the Broncos have had since Demaryius Bebe Thomas and Emmanuel Sanders. This should be fun for Bronco fans to watch.
Lock now on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Lock. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt.
It doesn't take a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. From the gun, Locke. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 16-yard line.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Let's go defense. Let's go defense.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other. and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. The sack there by Bradley Chubb. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be incomplete.
Roethlisberger's pass, intended for James Conner. Incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
On 4th down, here comes a Steeler punter, Jordan Berry, to kick it away. Denver has Deontay Spencer deep to return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Here's a give to Lindsey. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Aaron Donald's the name most people think about at the defensive tackle position, but an all-pro last year alongside him, Cameron Hayward, an absolute nightmare to try and block. And he gets into the backfield on that play and finishes it off with a loss.
They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Block working out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
Blocked pass. Intended for Phillip Lindsay. Incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Here's Sam Martin now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here comes Ben Roethlisberger and the Steeler offense back onto the field. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get them back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. First down run for Connor, not going to get much. Maybe a yard. Second down.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Here's Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete.
Roethlisberger's pass, incomplete. Intended for Juju Smith.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Phillip Lindsay and the rest of the offense heading back out. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive maybe. On first down, Locke. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was looking to get it to Phillip Lindsay there, and it's second down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
2nd and 10. To throw again, Locke. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Cameron Hayward. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. From the gun, it's Locke. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know they're going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Locke now on first down. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Noah Fant was a first-round pick in 2019, and he was picked because of his receiving skills. Had 40 catches in his rookie season for 562 yards. Did have 2 games where he topped 100 yards in each of those. Yes, he's still developing as a blocker, but that's not why he went in the first round. He went there for his ability to make big plays down the field.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Every year we spend a lot of time and money evaluating the top prospects for the NFL draft. How about when we all get fortunate and see a guy like Phillip Lindsay, an undrafted free agent who had 1,000 yards rushing his first 2 years in the NFL. Can run between the tackles, run with power, and catch the ball out of the backfield.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense. Can't do that.
The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Locke going to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Locke. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Drew Lock on target to Jerry Jeudy. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Now McManus for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7.
It is good.
So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a Denver touchdown.
Steelers 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Steelers take over 1st and 10. At their own.
James Conner and the Steelers ready to get their next drive going. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. He'll start the drive with a give to Conner. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Now Ben going to give this one to Conner. And he's going to be taken down right at the line.
James Conner.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
This defense is really fooling around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this run.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Trying to get the first with Samuels. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And no return here. Where will they spot him? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Drew Lock once again leads the Broncos out. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. He'll get this one to Patrick. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down.
And the Broncos.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. But there's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Now on 2nd and 13, Locke, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
First down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Locke. That's caught left side by Judy.
Locke's pass.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. Shotgun snap to Locke. This is the tight end Fant. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Denver. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Here's James Conner now as he trots back onto the field. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll look to throw right away. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
From the 44, Roethlisberger firing quickly here, and that's complete. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a 1st down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Man, that ain't make no sense.
So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Roethlisberger to throw. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game. The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's capped off by the touchdown from Juju Smith-Schuster. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. On the return is Spencer. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10. At their own.
We see Drew Lock in the offense coming back on. He's played a pretty clean 1st half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes, but right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. He's back to throw here to start the drive. He's got the tight end, Vanette. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a carry for Lindsey. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Vince Williams on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
2nd down and 7. Block off of play action. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
No, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. You fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
First down.
And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. He'll find Lindsey here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here's Kareth White on the return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
first down. It's Roethlisberger. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, but it'll be second down.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Now Roethlisberger. His throw incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. But now it's third down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On the handoff, Connor. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Drew Lock once again leads the Broncos out. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Throwing on first down is Lock. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Ball at the 26, second and 7. Operating from the gun. Lock. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Lock working out of the gun. Oh, he'll air this one deep. It got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Gain of 30.
That one goes for 30 yards.
I'm seeing a lot of hands on hips in that secondary, and I suspect a lot of mumbling under their breath as well, because this defense has had no answer for the passing game here in the first half.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Now Lock again. Looking sideline, incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on first and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10. To throw again. Lock. A little check down to Lindsey. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will stretch the lead up to 13.
7. Steelers 14.
So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it.
Switch.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. Back and forth, we win in that first half. This has certainly been an entertaining one to watch thus far. So let's get right back out to it as we'll rejoin our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Now White on the return. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
The Steeler offense now with the football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. Big Ben of the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. 3rd quarter starts with a run from Connor. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
On second down, Connor looking for space. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
At the 47-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. This is Johnson. He's got it. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 44-yard line. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So a first and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line. Here's Roethlisberger. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Big Ben, not the most agile quarterback in NFL history, but he can use those legs when he needs to.
He really can, and I think it starts with him taking contact and shedding people trying to get him on the ground. That's when he becomes the most elusive.
Yeah, something he honed back at the University of Miami in Ohio.
Yeah, but they didn't get him down in the MAC. It's hard to get him down in the NFL.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
James Conner.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now Roethlisberger getting this one into the hands of Smith-Schuster. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 15-yard line. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Now Roethlisberger. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Bradley Chubb picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line.
Roethlisberger.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. Boswell's kick is good, and that gets him back within 10.
Makes the score Broncos 27, Steelers 17.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Number 25, Melvin Gordon, the ball carrier, brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. From the gun, it's Locke. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Bud Dupree able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So possession goes over here on the punt.
The Steelers take over.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start the drive with Samuels. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
He's the ball carrier.
The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Ebron with it over the middle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
1st and 10.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
They go draw play. This is Samuels. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
Good tackle by Mike Purcell in his second year with the Broncos after 3 previously with San Francisco.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. Setting up the screen, this is Samuels. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Roethlisberger. He finds his man Johnson. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 24-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 16-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On the counter, it's Connor. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
On first down, it's Samuels. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Roethlisberger connecting with James Washington. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. And that score there makes this a much more manageable deficit.
Agreed, because before that touchdown, this looked like this was about over. Instead, they've got hope. They're back in the game. They feel better about themselves, and now they have a chance to make some more plays.
Boswell for the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Is good.
So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. On the return is Spencer. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10. at their own 29-yard.
And coming out now, the Broncos. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Lock on the give. It's Lindsey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, if you're up 5, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I like how they started the 3rd quarter here. They forced a punt on the 1st drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Here's Sam Martin now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. And this will be incomplete.
Roethlisberger's pass incomplete on the throwaway. It's now 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Got an open man, it's Washington.
Roethlisberger.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
1st and 10 at the 18.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
The Steelers were last in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage a season ago, down around 35%. It's first and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Second and 5. Again, it'll be Connor. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. They'll try to run it. This is Connor. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on fourth and goal.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Boswell's kick is good. And that's going to tie the ball game at 27 all. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
If you know, you know. If you know about the carport, the trapdoor's supposed to be awkward. If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Chris Boswell.
Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Deontay Spencer on the return. The Broncos take over first and 10.
Denver's offense ready to go again. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Lock and the Broncos going to come up first and 10 at their own 24. He'll start things with a handoff to Lindsey. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. It's big Vince Williams who made the tackle.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
They'll go again with Lindsey. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
And the Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. Clock now to throw. He'll find Lindsey here. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth.
We always talk about the athleticism we see from these guys on the field. How about the intelligence as well? He recognized that there was a screen pass on that one, broke off his pass rush, and got back to tackle the running back. That's great scouting and great reaction.
Here's Sam Martin now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. A 40-yard punt, no return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them, not easily none.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards there and a 1st down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Hitting Juju on the slant. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Again, it's Roethlisberger. And the catch made by Johnson. Not much there, only a yard.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Ben to throw again. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw again is Roethlisberger. And that one his first incompletion in its last 6 passes. And it's 3rd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. Staying on his feet. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our fourth quarter tie. And this one is right down the middle. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead.
Steelers 30, Broncos 27.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. On the return is Spencer. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Spencer on the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
Ben Roethlisberger is sacked. A fumble on
that feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim fourth quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
At the 1-yard line.
From the 5, 2nd and 4. Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. And this will be caught by his big tight end, Ebron, for a Steeler touchdown. Big Ben with his 4th touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point now by Boswell. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown.
27.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And Spencer will elect to not bring it out here. It's a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He's back to throw here to start the drive. Screen pass to Lindsey. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Locke working out of the gun. This is the tight end Fant. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Locke. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Locke. He completes this to Sutton. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First down, Denver.
Locke now on first down. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Open man, and again it's Sutton. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Touchdown. Melvin Gordon. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. Nice execution there. Good job by the O-line getting him in for the second time.
And you always have to start with credit there when you're having a big game. I mean, you don't get there by yourself. That's rare. But how about the ability to see the proper holes, pick the proper place to go, and find his way into the end zone?
McManus now for the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown run coming from Melvin Gordon. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. On the return, here's White. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Here again comes Juju Smith-Schuster and the Steelers. 2 touchdowns to his credit so far. Charles, I'm curious, do these wide receivers, what do they go in with each week? Is it different week to week for the goals that they personally set for themselves, do you think?
I doubt that it's different from week to week. Maybe because of game plan, they know that one guy might be featured more than the other. But all in all, these guys are looking for 100 or more yards in receiving. But the biggest thing, getting into the end zone. And how about him? He's gotten there twice in this game.
He has indeed. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. A gain of 6 there on first.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
4 yards remain for 2nd down. Roethlisberger will throw. Complete to Washington. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. It just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. And that is incomplete. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete.
It's 4th down.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Now Cortland Sutton and the rest of the offense getting ready for their next drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
The He'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that if they have to punt the ball, they've done so with that first run.
Now a 2nd down and 6. They look to throw. It's Locke. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Brandon, a lot of times you'll see running backs rotate in and out of the game, whether it's completed pass, a good run, it doesn't matter. Here, not only does he stay in, but they go right back to him, and he makes another nice play. Back-to-back catches.
Throwing on first down is Locke. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot. Excellent coverage. Didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw again. Locke. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Locke now on first down. Open man, he completes it to Judy.
Locke's pass.
7 yards, the pickup there.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Steelers' 45-yard line.
Second down and 3. Again, it's Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And the Broncos first down.
On first down, Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Again, they'll throw with Locke. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Noah Fant on the touchdown pass from Drew Lock. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a Denver touchdown.
37.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Here's White. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. But the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Ebron with it over the middle. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Ebron caught left side. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Washington's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on 1st down. Got an open man, it's Washington. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2 at the 11-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To throw again is Roethlisberger. Setting up the screen, this is Samuels. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. Forced out to it. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers have once again taken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Spencer on the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10.
Now Drew Lock in the Broncos. Down by a field goal, a minute 50 to play. They've surrendered a double-digit lead but can rescue themselves late as they come up on 1st down. To throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
4 yards.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Clock running here, under 90 seconds to go. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Now a desperation throw deep down, and that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. To throw is Locke. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
Out of bounds at the 25-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. He's back to throw. That is caught at the 7. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Touchdown.
KJ Hamler in the final minute. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
So how many practices have we watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win, as we just saw there?
Just saw it right there. Now can they preserve that advantage that they just got? Now McManus for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive, 4 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
Now it's the Steelers' turn, trailing by 4, 44 seconds to go. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Short little throw to Ebron. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Second down and 5. Throwing now is Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. Short little throw to Ebron. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
26-yard line.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Johnson was the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. And it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 10.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over.
Steelers.
Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? You know, you remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we sign off from Heinz Field.